National Highways were using a piece of legacy software that they were using to manage the safety condition data. We knew that if that legacy system went, there was no coming back from it. So we had to mitigate that risk. And we did that by introducing a commercially available piece of software to replace that legacy kit. We weren't about to just pass an output over the fence to the business. That's when change fails. A project can deliver the outputs, they can deliver the new technology, but unless there are people on the ground that are able to utilise it from day one, there's going to be that resistance to change. It's going to get pushed back, it's going to be rejected. So that's why it was absolutely fundamentally key that Claire was on board on the supplier side to be able to develop that training strategy and that blended learning solution to enable us to deliver that to the end users and ensure that business readiness. The project had defined distinct personas which all of the end users could be by and large grouped into, and then they would align to one of those personas. And what Claire and I did was identified stakeholders within the organisation to represent each one of those personas, and then Claire went away, engaged those stakeholders. She has a fantastic ability to gain a very intricate understanding of someone's training needs from her interactions with those stakeholders. It's very rare that I find a counterpart on the supplier side that I trust enough to have free rein with what is essentially the stakeholders that I own the relationship for. That was never an issue with Claire. I didn't have to be the intermediary. I could just let Claire interact with those stakeholders, safe in the knowledge that she was entirely bought into my change management strategy. I knew exactly what Claire was doing in terms of her training strategy, and I knew that those stakeholders were on board and bought into exactly what it was that we were trying to achieve. Things change on projects all the time. Claire had to be very adaptable to change, and Claire revisited that training management strategy on 2 or 3 occasions to adapt it to ensure that alignment with the project delivery schedule was maintained. So I think the shortest learning pathway translated to about 4 hours, the longest roughly 27, which was it's a huge undertaking. So I think it was down to Claire's experience and expertise that she was able to come on board to the project with almost no training strategy in place and go from that point of 0 to delivering against that training management strategy within the space of 14 months. It was a phenomenal achievement in a short time frame. We've seen a 600% increase in adoption of the new system compared to the old. We've got an audit trail through the knowledge passports that shows that we have a user base which is competent and able to utilise the new technology. And what all of this does is it contributes to the sustainability of the change for National Highways going forwards.